Well, hi and welcome back. I'm Nick Pierce, and if this was a shootout, I would be dead by now, but it's not. This is the business of arts, music, and entertainment. Episode 12, Getting Radio Airplay. Now, radio is defined more broadly nowadays. Most of the time, we think about terrestrial radio, such as commercial, college, even community stations. But nowadays, there is satellite and internet radio. We're familiar with the terrestrial radio, such as AM and FM bands that you normally would pick up in your local area over your home stereo or car dashboard radio. However, satellite and internet radio is broadcasted across the country and, in some cases, on the internet across the world. Satellite radio is like a cable subscription or like a satellite TV subscription, where you have many channels with unique program format or style of music. Internet radio, such as like podcasts on iTunes and Pandora's another big one. There's also 365 Live, and a directory of internet radio stations can be found at a site called www.shoutcast.com. And also some free customized stations you can create are at www.slacker.com and Django.com. Internet radio is more personalized to your listening preference, and it reaches markets beyond your local area. Now, to get radio airplay, and you may want to start with both internet and your local stations. Now, you're familiar with the AM and FM broadcasting stations. Yeah, we all want our music to go to the big commercial stations, but start small. Target college, community, and even non-for-profit stations first. They're a lot easier to get into, and they're more likely to play your music. At commercial radio stations, the music they play is dictated by their corporate office, and just face it, it is. So start with the small college, community, and non-for-profit stations. Now, you don't just want to send out a bunch of CDs to a bunch of stations and hope it gets played. But there is a way of doing it that will at least increase your odds and chances of getting airplay and save you money. Remember that timing is everything, and make sure that everything is ready, because the steps I'm about to give you now need to be done in a short amount of time. Now, step 1, research what stations play your kind of music and limit the list to a geographic area that you can easily tour through, I'm going to say about 4 to 5 times a year. You want to have a list of about 100 stations if you can. The next step is make a package to send them. The package should include the following: 1 CD, just one, and take the wrapping off of it and have it ready for them to open. And you want to make even, I'm going to say about 200 CDs, even if your list is at 100 stations that you're sending it out to. I'll explain why in a little bit. But you also need a one-sheet, is what it's called. A one-sheet is a single page with a brief write-up of the artist and the CD and any information about that CD that you're sending them. I'm going to put in a few sample one-sheets that I've done over the years on my website, so make sure you check that out, and that'll give you some more detail about it. Do not send extra photos, do not send extra CDs, reviews, write-ups, and merchandise. No t-shirts, no stickers, no nothing like that. It just makes it look cluttered, and it does look very unprofessional. In addition to your one-sheet and CD, you also want to send a cover letter. Your cover letter should be clear on what your intentions are. Are you promoting the entire CD or just a few songs that will work better on the radio? Make it clear, because the program director does not have the time to listen to your whole CD and figure out what to listen to and what the songs are that you want them to play. Point out the strongest songs, or what they would call the stressed track, that you want them to hear in your cover letter. Now, package all that up in an envelope and address it directly to a person. The person you need to direct that to at the station would either be the program director or the musical director in some cases. And you may also want to send one to a DJ at the station if they do have a specific show that may feature unsigned, independent, or local music artists. Just make sure you don't just send it to attention program director. Send it to the actual person's name so that you're sure that they will get it. So the key is know their name, mail it out, and keep track of when you mail it, because the next part is your follow-up. In about 2 weeks, call the station, ask for the person you sent your package to by name, and see if they received your package yet. Also ask them if they listened to it, and ask if they are adding it to their playlist. If they say yes, great. Thank them. Ask what their protocol to check up on the actual reception of your album to their listeners may be, and check in every few weeks. Now, if they say no, try to politely ask why, and thank them for giving you an answer. Don't argue with them. Don't keep trying to push and sell your album. If they don't like it, nothing you say beyond your music is actually going to help them like your music more. Your music speaks for itself. So we'll say, great, they play your song, and it's on their playlist. Well, that's better. Follow up with a thank you, and see if there's anything you can do for them, like maybe recording a bumper, which would be, hi, you're listening to such and such radio. We're so-and-so from whatever band. Stay tuned for whatever. It's a little trailer bumper, as they call it, that fits in between commercial breaks or in between their broadcast. You may also offer them a few CDs to give away to listeners, which is what those other 100 CDs could be used for. Or you just want to touch base with them about, I don't know, I'm going to say once every month, and no more than 2 weeks apart. Keep them updated on shows and dates in the area, and if there's any achievements that you've had. Don't put them on your fan mailing list unless they specifically ask you to. Your fan mailing list is something that announces every show and everything you're doing, and it's a fan club thing. Treat them with a different respect than you would the fans. And you do respect your fans, but don't bombard them with a bunch of emails. Now, on internet and satellite radio, the advantage is a lot easier because most stations want you to send them your music. Look on the internet and find those sites that I spoke about earlier, and I'm going to put some links for them on my website. And you'll find sites you want to be played on, and look at how to submit. Find out what their submission process is to actually get your music to them and actually work into the rotation. You may not need to worry about a lot of postage that route or manufacturing of CDs, so it does save you some money just because you can simply upload your MP3 and email or send them a file of your bio or any photos that you have that they may require. And it also reaches a wider market beyond your local area, so it's going to give you a lot of exposure. Other options you can explore are with the big commercial stations. Look at their website for opportunities for local music spotlights or contests that they run, and they may have a web channel that they'll actually play the music on their web channel that they normally wouldn't play over the regular airwaves. So you want to explore that. There's one other site for internet radio stations that I think you should check out, and that's at friendsorenemies.com. So just cruise that site. Okay, all these sites will be on my website, and that is www.nickpierceshow.com. You can also email me at thenickpierceshow@gmail.com. I hope that my 20 years of experience in the entertainment business have helped you further enhance your career.